So it's been an exciting weekend with Brexit obviously happening, which saw not that positive a response in Scotland, with only hundreds, maybe about 100 people gathering. George Square, though, I think there was more people gathered to send a message of leaving a light on for Scotland in the EU. But anyway, I wanted to do a wee video upon reflection of last week's march in Inverness. So the Inverness march went even better than we expected. The whole story behind it, there was a couple, Ailey and Andrew Mackenzie. They wanted there to be something on in the Highlands as an alternative to Glasgow for Highlanders, people in Aberdeen and Murray that couldn't make Glasgow because of the weather. And then they got together with a team of five or six different people, including myself, and we worked together as a team and we made the event as it was. It was a really good day. I think for me certainly it's definitely taught me a lesson. I think the marches are far better organised by locals. I don't know if anyone's ever been to any of the marches in Dunfermline, organised by Forward as One. They're a great example. Their marches, the route is perfect. The rally afterwards is great. Dunfermline's always a great place to visit anyway. So if you came up for it, thanks very much, it was an awesome day. And hopefully we can do another one. So the point I want to get across is that local groups are far better at doing these sorts of things. They know the best route, they know the busiest places on the day that the march is, and they're able to promote it locally far better, more effectively. They can go to their local universities, they can get the help of their local yes groups, they can speak to local people in the street and they can give out flyers, they can do street stalls, they know the local groups, event groups that you can organise these things, or debate groups or such things like that, that can help promote it. They know the local people that can help with various things. You're not having to transport lots of different equipment from one central area to everywhere else in Scotland. Everything's local. And for our march we had local businesses doing 20% off, which was brilliant. We had McGregor's Bar doing music all day, which was fantastic. And there were various other things that we had on. We had an after party, we had live music elsewhere. And that sort of thing, bringing the local businesses and local community into it makes it far better, and it's going to get the message across to people that are perhaps undecided on the issue far better than rallies and marches. That I kind of feel that we have a march and we go and we do a rally and then we sort of scatter, and then there's not so much conversation as such. There's not so much interaction between those that come for marches and the actual people that live in the community, which I think there should be a lot more of. So certainly I think this is a way forward, is getting locals to organise marches. So I think this is definitely the way forward. So like there's a poster that I made for the Inverness March. If you want to use this, because I've been asked already, so I thought I'd say, if you want to use this for your march, then just give me an email, insideindependence@gmail.com, and I'll make one for you. I'll just use the same layout and stuff, but yeah, fine, I'll make it for you. So I think someone that I know actually said that it works a lot better. You've got lots of different groups, so you've got like Yes Bikers, you've got like Sura Alba pipe bands, you've got Yes Stones, you've got English Scots for Yes, Pensioners for Independence, NHS for Yes, Saltires for Indie, Catalans for Yes, all the local Yes groups, Celtic and Rangers fans for Yes, Farmers for Yes, and so on and so forth. But it's when all these groups come together to these different localities, if they can, around Scotland, then I think it works far better than having one group doing it. And I think Inverness has proven that. I just think the main thing now is to just have, instead of having 8 to 12 marches a year, we need to be doing like bam 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 all across Scotland, doing street stalls, doing the canvassing, doing small even events, like doing music events, music nights, the independence group. It's already happening, but in the case of marches and doing events and stuff like that, certainly we could do with a lot more in Scotland. And as I say, there's an increasing amount of groups of locals like us that are doing the same thing, and I strongly advise doing it. It can only be good for independence. Also, it's important to involve local businesses and the local people, of course, and it's really important to support local businesses and to make it more about the locality. I mean, if you do a march and I noticed actually in Perth, the local Yes group had a wee sort of pamphlet and it said like, oh, there's tours on this place, like these are places to visit. It's just a wee map of things, and that's what inspired us to do that. It's a great idea. So different things like that can inspire other people, and it just goes on and on. It's a snowball effect. It works far better, I think. I mean, imagine doing things, maybe in the future, maybe doing things, I know a lot of us are interested in history. I myself am a massive history fan. So like, imagine if next time we did an Inverness March, we had some form of an experience up at Culloden, and we did something to let people know a bit more about our history and what sort of happened in Inverness, and point them in the direction of great historical places to visit. I mean, it's only positive, and it brings more people to marches, to go to march elsewhere. I think it builds a really strong community across Scotland of lots and lots of different people that can organise events, and we're all working together, and there's no hierarchy. There's no one sort of group of people that are doing everything. It's intrinsic within every single activist to do it, which works far better. And with regards to fighting this new £5 million campaign by Boris Johnson, things like grassroots movements, like the Yes Movement is already. I think if there was more than just one group organising a lot of the marches, like has been happening recently and hopefully should happen more in the future, I think it becomes unstoppable. It becomes incorruptible as well. It's much harder to corrupt lots and lots of a network of people than it is a single group of people. So I think the way forward with our current activism is for lots more locals to be organising their own events and marches and deciding themselves the best route. If there should be a rally afterwards, what sort of things should be on, if they organise their own after party, if they organise local events. It brings in money to local businesses. It brings in money to everyone wins at the end of the day. I don't see why this doesn't happen. So let me know what you think. I think it's quite a really interesting idea, and it should be going across Scotland. But if you disagree, let me know. It'd be good to know the other side of the argument. So thanks.